I'm not moving. This is cute.
This is cute. Hey everybody, we're a cute family with a cute, funny cat.
We're filming at home because it's late in the month. Because I was sick last week. I was the sick one.
Sicko.
And it was not horrible, but it wasn't fun either. It was just a bad cold.
And we don't want to pass the colds off to the little kids.
No, it took me out for like a week. Almost.
That's what it does sometimes.
But now we're here.
Where did you get your sickness?
Well, we're going backwards. If I tell them. I got sick while we were on vacation.
Vacation?
Because we went on a little trip over our anniversary.
April vacation. Aprilcation.
I either next year want to go somewhere warmer.
You always want to go somewhere
or
warm.
Not in April. Because it's always like last year we went to Prague and this year we went to Sweden. And we went to Malmo, Sweden and Copenhagen, and it was just cold and rainy.
And windy.
It was still nice to be there and we took it pretty slow, but bleh. Like when you go to a new place, you want there to be good weather. And there wasn't. What was your favorite thing about the trip?
Barbecue and the public transportation.
Yeah.
It was fantastic and amazing in Malmo, Sweden. They have everything figured out. They have the best transportation app that I've ever seen. And everybody in the world should copy it. It's just the greatest.
They also have really nice grocery stores.
Oh, yeah.
I got the tea that I'm drinking there because there's so much more choice than we have. My favorite part was the sculpture museum in Copenhagen. And there was a garden in the middle of it, and it's really pretty.
It's really cool. It was a nice trip. It was good to take a rest, to actually do a chill-ish vacation time instead of what I like to do, which is drive all around creation and not stay put.
Well, there's not like a ton to see in Malmo.
No,
so. But
it's just nice to see a different place and stay put in a little Airbnb and just chillax.
Before that, you went to Ergli.
I did. Finally. It was pretty certain the first time I'd been to Ergli and then Madwana since last summer, which is really sad and depressing to think about. But most months since September or so, we've only been able to go out there maybe one weekend a month, and then getting that to line up with it being good for everybody in Ergli and Madwana to see the people and do the things, it's hard. And so it's been very difficult. And then we sold our car, of course, in December. So it's just made it even more difficult. But our friend Christianis, who many of you know, organized a kind of construction, also slash deconstruction slash retreat weekend for a bunch of the dudes that are leaders at camp and just friends. And we've been doing this guys breakfast Monday mornings here in town the last couple months, and so it was kind of an extension of that. So it was really fun. Got to help put up some wiring, do some electrical stuff in the new chapel out at camp, and then the other crew worked on the sauna there because it's just old, needs to be replaced, but it's going to be a very slow process. And so it's nice to just be out there and hang out and talk and just be with guys that not with that often. And yeah, be in Ergli and Madwana again. It was a nice weekend.
Before that, it was Easter.
It was Easter. And we were on the worship team for the Big Friday, as it's called here.
Yeah, I wrote about that in our newsletter.
Yeah, but maybe some people don't read the newsletter. But Easter is called Lealdianus, which is big day, the big day. And so Good Friday should also be called Big Friday. And that was the cat saying goodbye. So yeah, we did help lead worship on Good Friday, which was really fun, really good. And then Easter service. Before that,
some more chill time off.
More chill time off.
For Easter, we had a family dinner. And we had a family dinner last Friday.
Family dinner.
And we have a new kiddo.
Mm-hmm. New youth.
Hanging out.
Yep. He'd been in the States for several years recently, and then came back.
The host family,
yeah. And then just moved back, just came back, and so he's kind of getting his life put together here in Latvia for the first time since he was a teenager. And so walking him through all that process, helping him with stuff, and he's got his apartment, he's got his all of his official documents, he's got his phone, he's got his bank, he's got everything set up, and now we're helping him find a job. He did cybersecurity stuff in the States, so should be hopefully anyway, pretty easy to get a job here doing the same kind of stuff, which will be nice. So we've started a new class over at Apite. We just finished up at the end of March, finished up the financial management class, and now we're starting the emotional regulation class. So we had the first session last week, and doing a kind of smaller private tutoring session, whatever you want to call it, with a couple of our youth for financial management as well. And that started last week. So Professor Aaron is always professoring.
He's busy. And we had a volunteer training
we did
last week as well.
Yeah. We watched the great film Masas, Sisters, which is available on Amazon Prime. For those of you who have Amazon Prime, definitely
highly recommend.
So good. So good. So we watched that last week with a few volunteers, and just did a little kind of debrief and, what behaviors do you see in the film that, you recognize from our youth, and how does it all connect and all that. So
because the movie is about kids in the system here in Latvia.
Yep.
And potentially getting adopted by an American couple. So there's a lot of cultural elements at play.
Yep.
It's a really good movie.
It really is. And there are English subtitles. And then
obviously
the American family that's in the movie, when they're there, they're speaking in English. But yeah, fantastic little movie. Highly suggest you watch it.
Yeah.
Really well done.
And coming up, what do we have?
What do we have? We have a worship night next Friday. So the youth have definitely responded to that really positively, and so we want to keep that momentum going, and maybe do one of those every month, alternating weekends from family dinner. So just another way to hang out and spend time together in a positive, encouraging way, and especially if the youth want to come together and sing some songs about Jesus. What are we going to say? No. So yeah, we love it.
And then after that, I am going on the fastest ever trip to Mississippi. Can't wait.
How many days?
I leave on a Thursday, and I come back on the Monday. Well, I leave on the Monday, and I arrive back on the Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Gulfport in Biloxi, Mississippi.
For cousin Michael's wedding.
Love you, Michael.
But why'd you have to get married in Mississippi?
Don't love Mississippi.
It's okay.
It is what it is.
And then
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, at the end of next month we'll wrap up our program for the year and graduate too.
Yep. Graduate 2 youth, that's right. Then we shift into summer, which the way we've got it planned is kind of busy.
Hopefully
a little bit busier than what we normally have.
But the busyness depends on how much is donated for activities, so please consider a one-time donation toward our summer activities.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do today at work?
I mostly just did spreadsheets at work. I didn't do anything outside that involved things outside and soccer balls.
And a snowstorm.
And snow and shorts and pretending like I didn't know that it was snowing and, right around freezing. So nothing involving that at all whatsoever.
Okay. Because I would say if someone did something involving all of those things, then people should definitely donate.
Maybe, but you'd have to look at our Instagram and or Facebook to find out what actually happened to me today. Because it was all a blur of spreadsheets.
And snow.
Maybe. It was snowing.
It did snow today.
Yeah.
A lot. And hail and wintry mix.
Gotta love that spring. Gotta love that cat hair in your nose.
That'll be one good part of going to Mississippi.
Has it ever snowed? Surely it snowed in Mississippi at least once, but definitely not in May. It has snowed in this country in May since we have lived here. And that is wild. Wild and wacky stuff.
Anyway, sorry this video is coming at you late this month, but like I said, I was really sick last week when we should have been filming it. And hopefully other people don't get sick after the escapades they may or may not have had outside in the weather today.
Only one way to find out. Sit around and wait. Thanks for watching.
I'm sitting around and waiting.
Just wait longer. See you all soon. Some of you in person, soon-ish. Some of you not in person, sadly. But also maybe in person at some point. Come on over.
Still waiting.
Just wait longer. Press fast forward.